So you look at your credit reports, you have an error, you send a dispute letter to the credit bureaus, and you're wondering, how will I know if they fix it? Well, first of all, let me say this. I would always do the disputes, at least 99.9% of the time, by certified mail. So you get the green card back, or you go on the postal website and you can figure out when exactly it was delivered. Because if the credit bureaus know that you can prove when they received the dispute, then they're not liable to just crumple it up and throw it away. And then they will send you a letter. Usually it's in 30 days, sometimes 45 days, and tell you what's happening. If you don't get that letter, call them. Say, look, I sent you this letter. I know you got it on this date. I don't have any response from you. And that way, if it got lost in the mail, they can resend it to you. But what you will find out from the response, and it's called results of investigation, is one of three things. Delete it. So they're getting rid of the account, or what's called the trade line, whatever the entry is that you're disputing. So they delete it. They verify it. In other words, they're keeping it, or they update it. So they're keeping it, but they're making some changes. So you need to go and look at the changes. Now, what do you do with this information? Well, if you ask them to delete it and they delete it, great. It's wonderful. Well, what if they verify it and you know it's false and you gave them enough information so that the credit bureaus or the furnisher, the one that furnished or provided the information, so that they know it's false? Well, then look at suing under the Fair Credit Reporting Act and possibly other laws such as the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act if you're dealing with a debt collector. Well, what if they update it and it's now correct? Wonderful. What if they update it and it's still wrong? So I'll give you an example. We had somebody, $5,000 debt. They were told you pay half of that and you're done with us. We'll delete it. Well, they did not delete it. So we dispute that. Hey, you're supposed to delete it. And then they came back and they updated it and said you owe $2,500. And there was another dispute. And then they say, you paid the $2,500 just today. I mean, all these things just tanked our credit score. And it never should have been on there. Once we paid that money, they promised to delete it. So we sue under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So you just need to look at this, or get with us if you live in Alabama, 205-879-2447 or alabamaconsumer.com. You can reach us. Let us help you look through this and evaluate your options. Should you sue? Can you sue? Do you need to do another dispute? What do you need to do? So we're happy to help you any way we can, and appreciate you watching this video. Bye-bye.